disappointed when you're losing. I know that it's a really complex picture. I can absolutely regret some small things, but most of the things I don't regret. And I mean that it's not just about the coach. They have a quite big stuff around. Some of them must be really happy with their jobs. Some other guys, maybe they can't be that happy. I think the sporting director is a really, really good one. I think Karolis is a really humble and leader. I think he also has good control of the market. I think he managed this in a good way. So I have fully trust in him, and I still like him a lot, and like the other guys as well. But I must say that Karolis is on the right track, and I think he's the right man to run this the football part in the future as well.
What's the problem of a club? Is that players or strategy? What is it?
I mean, it's a complex picture, right? And but of course, obviously, in my career so far, my team used to be really defensive solid. So in this case, it has been a little bit opposite. We conceded lots of goals, and I saw way more individual mistakes than in my other part of my career. So that's surprising. I think we have been practicing well. I think we have a great focus, so I can't complain about that. But obviously, we haven't performed in the games and conceded way too many goals. So it's like it's not just about the defensive part. The defensive part is like it's also that defensive used to be structure. If you lack of defensive structure, and I think it's not the case. We make too many individual mistakes out of the blue, and of course the goalkeeper has to save more balls as well. That's crystal clear.
What's your reaction towards the management, the Blasters management? How do you feel then?
I mean, I think that I have fully respect even today. I mean, that I respect their decision. I can understand them from one perspective. I think they are. I can't complain about it at all. I think we have a great conversation. So I mean, then they have to do their job, and they come to a final point. It's like this is a quite a normal answer, right? We can absolutely fire the coach. It's easier. It's easier to fire 1 or 2 or 3 coaches than to fire a complete coaching staff, and also to change the whole players, right? So I completely respect them, and they will be my friends in the future as well.
When did they inform you this dismissal management?
This morning, but it's about yesterday by the staff already yesterday night. So I know that when they called me up for a meeting, some of them couldn't keep it. So they informed me. I think it was 11 this morning.
You got some clues, especially those losing. You got some clues about this dismissal, especially that defeat in Mohan Bagan, Salt Lake.
Of course, I hope that I can. I felt that after this game now, Mohammed, that we played that well, and we do really deserve the point, like many other games as well. And I hope that give me the chance to lead these 2 games, and that we can bounce back. But what can I say? It's not in my hands, obviously, and I am fully respectful.
I think we have good players. You have best strategy like vertical football. What's the problem? Blasters already lost near 10 games.
That's a hard question, of course. It's a complex, but I think obviously we're losing too many games, and I think also that this club is huge. It's a fantastic club. It's not easy for the players to handle the pressure, and I think sometimes it's a small line. It's a fine line between winning and losing, and I mean that maybe if we are playing 1-1 in the first game against Punjab, maybe it's another story. Maybe if Christos have been in the team 2-3 weeks earlier, if Luna haven't his problem during the preseason and this illness in this country, so it's a fine line, right? Then of course also many games we deserve way more than defeats, and at least 1 point, and most of the games 3 pointers. So the only game I really regret my strategy was Mumbai away. We played a back 5 after the Bengaluru game. I felt I didn't want to change when we played that well in that game. That's the only regret from a tactical standpoint. Otherwise, I can absolutely stand for every single decision. Then it's a story behind every decision as well. So I'm disappointed. but I'm still that confident, and I'm still a good coach.
You get enough time to make this club more victorious.
I mean that consistency is important, of course. I think that, but just from my perspective, give me a little bit more time, and I can fix this. But at the same time, it's a big